Have you ever been curious how a boat turns into a Hollywood star? Well, wonder no more. Glastron did it by being quick, fashionable, and just cool. Back in 1956 in Austin, Texas, Bob Hammond and his crew decided they were going to rock the boat world. Rather than building heavy wooden boats like everybody else, they bet big on fiberglass. Lighter, quicker, and more space-age looking, Glastron boats seemed to be built for excitement. By the 1960s, Glastron was everywhere. If you were looking to shoot across a lake in style, this was your boat. Hollywood stars, politicians, and just regular thrill-mongers clamored for them. And then came the calls from Hollywood. Glastron boats were not merely created for fun, they were designed for action. Before long, they were taking death-defying leaps in James Bond films and racing through the crime-fighting escapades of Batman. Glastron didn't sell boats, they sold thrill. If you were out joyriding or starring in your own high-speed escape, this was the boat that made it legendary. And to this day, Glastron continues to make waves, showing that excellent design and an appetite for speed never go out of fashion. Let's jump right in with Hollywood, and when they use this amazing boat for their movies. Glastron's stylish, high-performance boats weren't only a favorite among boaters, but they were the filmmakers' first choice when it came to shooting adrenaline-fueled action sequences. And they are now an integral part of pop culture. Let's take a look at movies that feature these vessels. The first time we can see the Glastron on the big screen was in 1966 in the movie Batman. In the movie starring Adam West, the boat started its journey of fame, which continues to this day. The movie included the Batboat, a tricked-out Glastron V174, which fit the superhero character's high-tech, streamlined persona to a T. The Batboat was outfitted with state-of-the-art, for its era, technology, such as water cannons and an iconic Batwing configuration. It was a great choice for various reasons, but most importantly, it added a very unique nautical dimension to the Caped Crusaders' crime-fighting arsenal. A new thing at the time for Batman and Robin, for sure. Fans of the franchise and Friday night's movie watchers alike consider the Batboat one of the most memorable superhero vehicles of the 60s. No matter who you are, you can't deny how cool this boat was, and we all know that if given the chance to ride it, we would all be on board. One of Glastron's most well-known on-screen moments occurred in the James Bond movie Live and Let Die in 1973. In perhaps the most exciting chase scene in the history of the Bond films, Roger Moore, playing 007, piloted a Glastron GT-150 on a high-speed Bayou chase through Louisiana. In this exciting chase, the boat performs various tricks, from jumping over land to twists and misses. One of these tricks even resulted in a world record jump of over 110 feet. This was not merely for the sake of the movie, but part of it was to promote the boat itself, showcasing the agility and speed that the Glastron can have. After the movie was released, a new standard for aquatic stunts in the film was set in place, leaving a mark that was hard to replicate, let alone surpass. Definitely a great start for Glastron's fame. What do you think? Have you seen the movie? And right after that, we are back in the James Bond series, this time in the movie The Spy Who Loved Me from 1977. In this action movie, the Glastron takes on even more stunts than it did in its first appearance a decade before. This time, the whole scene is set on shimmering waters that highlight the boat's agility, especially doing sharp turns, dodging obstacles, and speeding past pursuers. But it wouldn't be a true 007 movie without personalizing the vessel. In this case, the Glastron was packed with gadgets and hidden features, making it the key tool in Bond's arsenal throughout the movie. If the first movie was about giving Glastron a first exposure to fame, this one was the one that solidified it, making it the go-to boat for spy movies, thrillers, and high-octane films. Are you a fan of the Bond series? Do you remember this movie specifically? Now let's take a step back from the Bond series and let's take a look to another genre of movies, horror. No matter if you are an aficionado of horror movies or not, you've heard of Jaws before. This franchise took terror to the seas, and Jaws 3 from 1983 used Glastron boats to do so. These vessels played a crucial role in the suspenseful action. They used these boats for their speed, augmenting the suspense of the scenes. There was this particular part where the characters used the Glastron in an attempt to escape the jaws of an enormous white shark in SeaWorld. It was then that the brand's reputation for speed and maneuverability really shone. Quick movements and agile gliding combined with high speeds made this the best choice for an escape scene against a sea monster. Would you use these boats to escape a painful death? Or are you more of a surfboard escape artist? One of these movies is Gator, a 1976 movie that featured Reynolds' character engaging in thrilling boat chases using a Glastron. But this boat goes beyond Hollywood movies and is the top pick among directors because celebrities were also attracted to these boats, making them an even bigger symbol of stardom. There are many well-known figures from the music, film, and sports industries who owned and still own Glastron boats. And who can blame them? With their stylish appeal and high performance, I would have one too. Let's start with Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. He loved all types of transportation, including cars and motorbikes, but he for sure had a special love for boats. Among his collection, his favorite were Glastron boats. One of his prized possessions was a 16-foot Glastron Bayflight DeVille 163 ski boat, painted in tan and white. The boat is now exhibited at Graceland, giving an idea of Elvis's recreational interests. He also possessed a Glastron in 1962. That was discovered years after in an Arkansas barn by Stephen Schutz. This boat illustrates Elvis's appreciation for quality craft and his desire to engage in leisure activities without the public eye. Boating was not just a hobby for Elvis, it was an avocation. He owned numerous boats during his lifetime, a testament to the fact he loved water sports. This aspect of his personal life shows another side of the iconic performer, a side where he desperately longed to unwind and have a good time, far from the recording studio and the concert stage. Did you know about his love for the waters? Next one on our list of celebrities, we have Lyndon B. Johnson, the 36th President of the United States. He was really open to his love for boats in public, especially with his custom-built Glastron V204 Gulfstream. This super-fast vessel was delivered to him in 1965, carrying a powerful 310-horsepower 409 engine that perfectly reflected Johnson's lust for speed and adventure. This boat was not only used for recreation purposes, but instead the president used it to entertain a variety of guests, including reporters, foreign dignitaries, cabinet members, and even Supreme Court justices. It was not long after that this vessel became the symbol of his personality, and also his desire to showcase the stunning waterways that Texas has to offer. After his passing, the Glastron underwent a series of ownership changes before being meticulously restored. The whole process was intended to honor the boat's historical importance, as well as ensure that future generations could appreciate this so important part of US history. It's not every day that such an important presidential artifact is on display. Have you ever had the chance to see it in person? Let us know in the comments below. And now let's take a look into the world of movies with Burt Reynolds, known for his roles in action-packed films. His lifestyle mirrored the adventure-filled characters he portrayed on the big screen, and his enthusiasm for high-speed vehicles made him well known for his collection, which included the Glastron boat. But it wasn't only in his personal life that he was seen with Glastrons. His affinity for these boats was highlighted in his films too. One of these movies is White Lightning, a 1973 movie that featured Reynolds' character engaging in thrilling boat chases using a Glastron. This showcased not only the boat itself, but also the actor's comfort with high-speed watercraft. A great choice for a great actor. Did you know that he owned a Glastron? Do you know any other movies he played in? It's not only actors that own and showcase their love for the Glastrons, but directors as well. Robert Redford is one of these examples, being known for his iconic directing jobs, especially in nature and the outdoors. His connection to Glastron reflects this passion. Redford's choice to get a Glastron was the combined aesthetical appeal and reliable performance, with the extra of aligning with his environmental advocacy. He used his boat to especially connect with nature, to explore the natural landscapes and to do it responsibly. It was not only a passion, but a necessity too, since it provided him with a means of escaping the chaos of his demanding career in the film industry. But then we would all need a Glastron to get that well-deserved break from work. If you are enjoying this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more amazing stories from the history of boating and Hollywood. We should take a moment to appreciate the legacy of Glastron. What seems to have started as an experiment with fiberglass quickly turned into something revolutionary. Hammond and his team had one goal, which was to create a high-performance boat that didn't just move through the water, but could almost fly over it. And they nailed it. They created something fast, stylish, and way ahead of its time. By the 1960s, Glastron represented the pinnacle of performance boating, a design so stunning and eye-catching that Hollywood could not resist paying attention. From James Bond's death-defying exploits to Batman's high-tech crime-fighting gadgets, Glastron boats were not merely boats, but they quickly turned into symbols. And the thrill didn't end there. Celebrities, politicians, and boat owners all wanted a piece of the action. It wasn't owning a boat, it was owning a piece of adventure. Today, and Glastron keeps on rolling. With a name stretched out across multiple decades, it has secured itself a place among the most iconic boat brands in history. The innovation still thrives, confirming that great style and a love of exploration never go out of fashion. Through the years, Glastron has only grown stronger, innovating while keeping pace with shifting market demands. Nowadays, the firm is still a household name among boat enthusiasts, creating eye-catching and performance-oriented boats for a new generation of boaters. Despite multiple changes in ownership, the company continues to build boats that reflect the adventure and performance spirit which made it popular. Today's Glastron boats continue to offer styling, strong engines, and the same excitement that caught the eye of Hollywood movie directors. Whether it was James Bond flying through the air in a GT-150 or Batman gliding over the water in the Batboat, Glastron has made an everlasting impact on both the entertainment and boating communities. Even now, Glastron is the epitome of style, speed, and cinematic escapade, a testament that some legends don't die. They just keep making waves. Do you have a favorite Glastron movie scene? Let us know in the comments below.